Okay, now let us talk about the pandemic treaty. And while a lot of you is distracted, you're living your best life, you need to understand what is around the corner. You need to use critical thinking. You need to connect the dots, right? Because these fallen angels, you should not underestimate them, right? And what they are prepared to do. And I told you people in previous videos that the mark of the beast is not coming how you expect it to come. It is going to come in stages, right? Now let me read this article from The Guardian for you to go and find, read it for yourself and understand what they are proposing, right? Now this article is over a year old. A global pandemic treaty won't work until leaders realize the benefits of solidarity, right? And this is by a Claire Wenham. Date 1st of April 2021, right? Now in the interest of time, we will pick the article up from here. If governments are serious about a meaningful pandemic treaty, now, I would want to know if various governments put forward to the World Health Organization that they want a pandemic treaty, right? That is the question, an important question. Who asked for it, right? Now, let's continue. This would require them to cede a significant portion of their sovereignty when it comes to disease control, to give power and authority to the WHO to share pathogenic information, to recommend or even implement public health measures, even if these come at significant cost to a nation's trade and travel, and permit the international power to enforce compliance. So what they are saying in this paragraph here is that governments across the globe will have to hand over sovereignty in the name of a pandemic, in the name of an outbreak, right? And when they hand over this power, they then can use international power to enforce compliance on the local population. Understand what is coming. Occupation in the name of disease control, right? And I like it how they word the various article to make it look like these governments from various countries is asking for their sovereignties to be taken away, their democratically elected sovereignty to be taken away by the WHO. Right? That is what they want you to believe. We are begging them to take responsibility for our people, our country during a outbreak. Let's get into some more of this article. I find it hard to imagine governments agreeing to a treaty that gives them less control at time of crisis, the inability to make a sovereign decision as to policy, tools implemented, and for which non-compliance could risk economic or political side effect. Saying you want a treaty is the easy part. Negotiating it is where the hard work comes in, right? So these governments across the globe, they've got little choice, right? They want a pandemic treaty so that they can take sovereignty from your democratically elected government, right? So they can implement measures in the name of a outbreak. And when I tell people that we will be getting another outbreak, they think it's a joke, right? Because the sun is shining and everything is okay, and we took the demon juice, so therefore everything is fine. The sun is shining and it's going to be glorious. And I try to tell people over and over and over again, we are in a spiritual war. We are not alone, and we were never alone. These fallen angels Do not underestimate them. Do not underestimate the lengths that they will go to ensure the fulfillment of their various agendas. Do not underestimate them. And they will use the system that they created, right? They will use it against you. And this is what is about to happen. And a lot of you don't seem to understand that you are about to go into a serious situation. I really don't want to use the word, right? You're about to go into that thing, right? And you don't even realize it because you think you live in Europe and you're white. It is not for you, but it's coming, right? Unlike people like me who have our DNA memory, who are born to survive, I never came into this dimension to die. And I never came to die on my knees, right? You need to understand what is coming, right? And how clever the plan is. It's a very clever plan, right? And these governments across the globe, they have no choice. This is where the people will come in. And if the people don't take a stand, like how they're taking a stand in the United States for the rights to kill their babies, if the people don't take a stand, there's nothing none of us can do. By the time we blink, our lives will be changing within the blink of an eye. Understand what is about to happen, right? These people are going to sell you down the river. Now, in times like this, when it seems as if everything is okay, you should be using this time to prepare yourself, mind, soul, and body. Prepare yourself completely for what is about to happen, right? And I keep telling people over and over again, it doesn't matter what you look like, it doesn't matter your position, right? If it boils down to two groups, the elites and us. If you are not a part of the elites, then you're a part of us. Regardless of how much money you have, where you live, it will be the same treatment, right? Now, there's nothing more I can do. Go look up the various articles on the pandemic treaty and understand the moves that they are making and what they are hoping to achieve, right? They are busy looking to take the sovereignties of countries across the globe under the guise of a disease outbreak, right? No, we need to seek the face of the Most High while we can. As I say, glory be to the Most High.